A lot of it is mental. A lot of it is mental.
Look at this. Look, it was seeded, so they would not fight each other, right, before losing semis, and still somehow, some way, Sice and Daykwion have to fight each other because they're up next. It is eternal at this point that they must fight each other at least once. Any bracket. Hopefully they don't go too quick because I am not ready. Well, Out Classic, and currently the last 2 times, Daykwion has won.
True. Daykwion does have, at least with the past 2 times, a winning record. But I think that Sice, if they play how they have been, I think they can definitely take this.
I think if he approaches it how he approached you last week, he can. But I think the problem is that he doesn't do that. Like he's been
habitual.
He's been approaching you better, and then he's like been approaching Daykwion linear. He has to figure that out because the last Shaggy to fight him had an impossible time getting in, which is exactly what happened to Jeff in Losers Top 8. Oh, Rico. You've been saying you're going to come back for a while now. Where you at?
It's
Where you
been
at, bro?
a while.
Where you at? We miss you, all right? I know Bugs has been getting clapped up on, like, the nerfs and whatnot, but we miss you as an individual. Where are you? All right? Why you leave us? Get back here. Also, I don't like Domino's, but these are pretty good. There's a little like jalapeno chicken thing. Pretty nice.
Yeah, they're really good.
I like it. I'm going to eat that. That's for me. So, anyways, we got the other half of Losers Quarters here. Get the prediction up. So, what do you think, considering the way that Sice fought Chavo at the end? I mean, you can almost see it in his body language that he's like, I feel maybe he's still in it, but like he almost seems like he's like a little checked out. What do you think he needs to do to try and like deal with this matchup?
I think that he needs to go at it with a more passive route. I think that Daykwion gets very, Daykwion will camp, but I think that at some point or another, they just can't keep it in themselves to camp, so you end up seeing them push forward, and Shaggy has better buttons to punish. I think that also utilizing that sandwich specialty perk that he has been, he's able to get more of his armored moves out of it because he's able to charge rage, and that'll definitely help in a lot of interactions where he might be able to punish Daykwion because there's not a lot of armor break.
That's true. I mean, the biggest thing that Rick kind of has as a counteractive to that is, for one, doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Two, like you back it up by another projectile to get through the armor, and I mean, you know, Daykwion he proclaimed before he came to that, like, anybody who had to fight him tonight wasn't going to be happy. I think it's because Daykwion finally realized, like, against the hyper-aggressive players, how to not let them do that. Like, I think he's finally figured out, like, hey, Rick has really good pace control, so I'm just never going to let you get in.
Exactly. But you can already see here, Sice just trying to charge up his rage as much as possible. If Sice is going to be playing passively, then he wants to make sure that he's going at him with a little bit more oomph.
Yeah, now the 5-second week. That's the biggest thing. I saw Jeff doing the same thing, and Sice is going to have to probably do the same exact thing here too, is you're kind of playing for the 5 stacks a weekend. Slowly build him to like 60 to 80-ish, and then you have to try and win only when that's on. Because otherwise you're just trying to get through to Daykwion has been impossible. Use the side attack 1. There we are. Side attack 1 in the up attack while retreating to refuse to let you get a safe jump in.
True. Yes, exactly. Daykwion does a very good job at punishing people with that first hit of jab as well. I think that move is very good on Rick, and it's something that Rick should be utilizing as a defensive tool or offensive, but mainly defensive. Oh my goodness, the turnaround on that was ridiculous.
And there we go again. That's the same theme of what happened with the Jeff matchup is Daykwion can build the damage fast, and then he's got to play the Sair minigame. Can I find my Sair? He does find his Sair.
He does find the Sair. Yeah,
so,
that is one of the main issues of Rick, in my opinion, is that they do have to fish for that one kill move. They don't have a lot in order to get the stock. Yeah,
because against most characters, you know, you can kind of condition them to go low, find a spike, but I think people start to realize, like, hey, I'm just not going to go low as often as I can to avoid that up special. And if you do that, well, the only thing you have is trying to get around the Sair.
I think Sice is doing a very good job at charging their rage in areas where Daykwion is not really able to punish properly. Choosing very, not right above, not horizontal or anything like that, basing it off of an angle that Daykwion has to commit to in order to get up there.
Yeah, now Daykwion starting to build up that damage. Good dodge to get away from the rocket, but 43 to 70. Can he close that out first, though? That's the biggest thing. And I think one thing that does help on this stage is that because the Blast Zone isn't necessarily the highest, he can at least find Mega Seed mix-ups here. But Sice is just kind of KBIing towards the bottom and avoiding getting hit by that.
Was that laser a multi-hit? Because it broke Sice's shield and then knocked him as well. So maybe I'm wrong, and maybe charged laser is actually an armor break.
So it's not a multi-hit, but he might have got a ground bounce off of him somehow. That or
it was the only thing that hit.
The unarmed lasers. Yeah, the uncharged lasers don't count for that. Oh, he's running armor break perk. There we go. All right, there's our answer.
Yes.
Good paying attention to that before, because I don't think Daykwion used to ever run armor break.
Smart with lasers. If it's gonna break Sice's approach option like that, then yes, running that is super vital on your lasers.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a really good idea. And 130 to 110, though, Polymorph coming through. That does make him a little bit larger, easier to find an uppercut if Sice tries to find it. Finds the knee, though, keeps pushing him off stage, goes for another knee. Well, instead gets reversed, but, of course, attack decay on the Sair.
I mean, Daykwion is actually, he does very good at the turnaround Sairs. Like, his ability to be on the way back to the stage and still getting the ability to, like, try and get your stock just goes to show that they have very good awareness.
Yeah, Daykwion, oh my goodness. He's been doing that all night. You might die here for that. Okay, he gets back on. He's trying to go for that reversal Sair like you said before. The dare will find the mark. But Sice is, I like the way Sice is approaching this. He's not over jumping in, because that's the problem. He is doing it now because it's working, but he's waiting until he has the opportunity to walk up to him and then get the uppercut or stay grounded and just using grounded rolls. And now he's potentially going to beat Daykwion after having such a large lead.
And go use the portal to get back quickly, but that seems like it might have been a mistake as the op special is going to take him out, and Sice calm, collected. You can see it on their face. It might have been stressful during it, but they're not letting it affect them at all.
I think that, you know, we've been watching a lot of Sice of late, and it's saying, like, when's the it moment? When is the moment where he's going to start reaching the next level? Because he's always been good. He's just always been missing just out. And there is that armor break perk. There, good eye before. But from what I saw against Pin earlier, from what I saw even early match against Chavo, it started to go away after. But he's finally starting to figure out how I think to play this game to that next level. He's not overextending. He's not getting reckless on his approaches. He's playing to a win condition in the matchup, which is what you need to do against a zoner-based matchup when you're playing someone who hates zoners. If you're going to commit to Shaggy, play to that win count of literally needing one button to hit.
Yes.
All three stocks went to that uppercut.
Yes. You only need to commit to one option in order to get that stock. It doesn't matter how you do it. Side special, up special, down special. You need to be able to find those hits, because if you're not finding them, if you're burning your rage, you are wasting opportunities in order to get those stocks and get a lead in the game.
Yeah, now Dakwon's hand is forced too, because you just spent the whole last game, and Daykwion has played an average of like 4 minutes per round because he keeps fighting against hyper-aggressive characters.
Yeah.
So he has no choice. But you kind of have you have to kind of mix it up now. Like, Dakoa is super aggressive, right? I think he needs to... Well, ooh, yeah, he's so kind of doing it. He's going in.
So close, yes. Being a little bit more aggressive is going to help in a lot of situations. Goes for the down attack, not going to get the mark, returning right back to neutral, and Sice charging up the lasers, but Daykwion punishing him that time, not letting him get that full charge. But Sandwich now, it's going to be difficult to punish. I feel like...
He is... No, go ahead. I just noticed that Daykwion is swinging at a disadvantage so much more this game. I don't know if I don't think it's a fed up thing. I think it's like a let me change everything on the way that I was fighting you last game.
It definitely is like a mix up, trying to change the pace of the game and control more of what Sice is trying to do. Not going to be able to stop that one, but the downer into the side air, able to get a little bit of more damage on there. Tries to avoid the up special. Okay.
I figured he would go for the sidekick in that spot, but I guess he didn't feel comfortable enough. Going off stage, he doesn't. He already committed to the uppercut, so he couldn't go for dare, but I expected him to just try to dodge dare over the top of that.
Yeah, it's becoming dangerous to have to avoid that lasso. Very strong move. If you're caught at the tip of that, you're basically going to be losing your stock at 132. And the up special not enough.
Yeah, no rage on him that time, but now rage is available. So good job being patient there. And the stall from Daykwion actually helping, because now he gets a Sair as to where that would have easily been a knockout.
Yeah, I think that stall literally saved his life there, or else Sice had that stock on lock. Going for the up attack combo, but going to get met with a downer from Sice, losing that stock, and Sice really only having 24% is really good.
Yeah, no, this is not bad. Yeah, you could have asked for better. He was about to get a 24 damage knockout because he had 5-stack the weakness. He easily would have been knocked out off the top.
There's nothing feels worse than losing your stock at below 50% on any character, any situation. It makes you at such a deficit that you sometimes can't get back from it, even just from that.
And we've talked about it before with having 3 stocks. I mean, even like in one of my own matches where I died at 20 and I brought it back, that was purely because you just have to keep yourself mentally in check the whole time. But doing that consistently, not easy to do. I will say, though, this different approach to Daykwion, trying to change things up in this game, although he's been taking more damage along the way, I do like how he's been able to kind of shift between the super camp into like a good mid-range boxer so far with Rick.
Yeah, I think that Daykwion is doing very well when it comes to changing the pace. That said, Sice themselves have actually adapted very well to that change of pace as well, and is able to keep it even with Daykwion.
Yeah, you can like. There are people who play against each other all the time and know habits well. These two, by far and away, play each other so much. They not even just being related, just in general, they are always playing together. And I'm really impressed by how they've been able to mix things up a ton. Right now, Sice has the win condition on deck, but he did burn it, so now Daykwion could try to push for that Sair again.
He's trying to get like this stock as quickly as possible, because Sice eventually is going to get it. It really does come down to that, only needing one button to really get that stock, that Daykwion has to work a little bit harder in order to get it at 132, whereas Sice is utilizing the kill power of Shaggy and getting the stock at as early as 110.
Yeah, now he's going to try and go find that weakness stack, get that quick damage in, but here comes a dare, won't be enough. Need to find that soon if you want to keep yourself in this match. Sice currently looking at what could be elimination stock here for Daykwion. Daykwion needs to get one ASAP if he wants to keep himself around. That burns the jump. He's going to have to go low, go down there for the dare, but the uppercut beats him out. Does finally find the Sair, but I'm surprised he decided to try and get go after him again after getting back on.
Hey, I mean, that's a healthy stock. 24% and getting the stock that early, you can live with that. But Sice not letting him live with how much damage he's trying to rack up, almost getting the Sair there. In a very bad spot.
Oh, he's got. Oh, that was almost it. If that was so close to hitting him before that teleport went off, that would have definitely been the 2-0 victory that Sice is looking for. Well, as per usual, Dakwon's match is taking quite some time because he's forced to play very safe against these guys, and he's got the 5 stacks of weakness. That was so close. I thought he was going to go for up air. Instead, goes for the knee.
Yeah, very good job so far. You can definitely see Daykwion is trying to keep their tournament stocks alive. 103 though, very careful.
Oh my God, how did that not hit? Oh, that's there. Oh, he misses the bullet.
Oh, that's bad.
I don't know if he's making this back. He got underneath him. Now Daykwion gives the stage control. That neutral attack's not going to come through. Up attack is not going to be enough just yet.
So very close here. Is Daykwion going to take it? Up special, not enough just yet. A little bit stale probably. Oh, don't get morph size. He
was so close. He conditioned him to jump because of that polymorph, and he didn't get hit by the up attack afterwards. Damage coming through, pushing him down. Neutral attack coming through, going for the charge, trying to go for the nair. Up attack might not be enough.
No, it's a little stale. 143, still kicking it. Sice has that option now of just waiting and getting the punish, but Dakwon's doing very well here at making sure that they are racking up enough respect where it's like if they can just get a hit at this point.
Yeah, Dakwon's just trying to get him to jump so he can get a Sair. But same thing. Oh, Sice's dare comes through, and I think that's like the only time I've ever seen Sice like kind of get up with like a mini pop off. Like I don't know if he actually yelled or not, but like he's lost this Daykwion the last few times, and he's been struggling in this matchup, and he finally gets it not only with a dub but a 2-0 in a very hard fought 2-0 at that. So very impressed by his ability to do that.
I think that it just goes to show that Sice is definitely trying to figure out